everybody for Hollywood.
Had a couple of nice plays out there, deep route with Patrick, and then one at the goal line. Just the connection you guys have had, how have you seen it improve from when you first met him to now?
It's been good. From when we first started going back in Dallas to now, it's just keep improving, and he's trusting me more and more, so that's good.
Can you take us through that deep touchdown you had toward the end of practice? Take us through that play.
Seeing him blitz, kind of just, put my head down, trusting that he was going to throw it, looked up, the ball was in the air, just made a play.
Was there stuff that stood out to you just about culture-wise that outside of the talent is a reason that you think this team has been so successful recently?
Yeah, definitely. Feel like everyone's on the same page. Everyone got the same goal, same mission, and the way we compete out there in practice, and then we teach each other, like we help each other. Defense talk to offense, offense talk to defense. So I feel like that's a big part of it.
What kind of motivation is it when you have all these guys that are, your teammates, and talking about going to this ring ceremony tomorrow, and as a driving force for what you want to do this year?
It's big motivation. A lot of these, I'm getting close with a lot of them, and just see the work that these guys putting in, and the eagerness to chase another one. And I want my first one, so I'm excited for it.
Early on, I know it's early, but have you seen any similarities between catching passes from Lamar and Kyler and now Pat?
Not really.
Ball's a ball.
Yeah. They're all different players. Nobody's like each other. Nobody's like Patrick Mahomes. Nobody's like Lamar Jackson. Nobody's like Kyler.
Now that you've been through a few weeks of practice, now, what do you think you're capable of if you get a full season in this offense?
I'm excited to be here. Trusting Coach Reed, Coach Nagy, Pat. I'm just excited for the opportunity and what's ahead.
Hollywood, what have you liked most about working with Coach Reed so far?
They let me play. They let me be a weapon. Something that I'm excited to do. It's not I'm just stuck in this role or that role. I get to be a weapon for the offense. I'm excited for that.
You get a chance to see how Pat throws the ball. We also saw you at the Mavericks game, right, hanging out with those guys. I know you've been a famous guy. People know you, recognize you, come up to you, but he's probably the most famous guy in the NFL. What was that experience like, just kind of hanging out and, in a big public space like that and seeing how people reacted to Patrick?
I look at him for who he is. He's a humble guy, and his mind is always on the main thing, always, and that's what I like about him. And being around him helped me and what I want out of my career, and just excited going forward.
When you said that you're not stuck in a role that you can be a weapon, can you elaborate on what you mean by that?
Guys look at me, they think, oh, he only could do this or he only could do that. Coach Reed, he's put me in positions to do a lot of things.
What do the next couple of weeks look like as you go away for training camp?
Training, getting my body right, just building, getting ready for camp, getting ready for the season.
Hey, you spoke a little bit about this Saturday, but just the mentorship role you've had with Rasheed and Xavier, some of the young receivers, how have you embraced that, just kind of getting those guys to, learn the way professionals work?
It's been fun. They kind of gravitated towards each other, and they're open. They listen, and I'm a guy that I've been on 2 other different teams. Coming from my background to where I am now, it's a lot of insight I could share with those guys, and they're taking it in.
Hollywood, what should fans expect from this receiving corps in terms of speed? How would you describe the speed that you see out there?
We're fast. We're definitely fast. We're going to put a lot of pressure on people for sure. I just think it's going to be exciting. I think everyone should be excited for it.
Are you kind of in that same line, are you kind of getting a sense, even without Xavier out there, about what it's going to be like when you and Rashi and Travis and Xavier are all on the field at the same time, and the defense has to deal with all 4 of you?
Yeah, it's going to be tough for sure. Because not only are we, competing against the defense, we're competing amongst each other. We're competing with ourselves. And I feel like that's what's going to drive us, to be, one of the best in the league.
Emily, go ahead.
You mentioned that you've gotten close to some players. Can you kind of say, what players you've gotten close to? Or?
Obviously Rasheed. But Pat, Trav, everyone really. Everyone's kind of we train together too, like outside of here. So the whole receiver core, getting together and just being around each other as much as we can heading into the season.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.